Hey there friends, welcome back. If you're part of my subscribed community, thank you so much for being here. If you're not, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of my videos, tips and tricks on mindset and health and wellness. And go ahead and hit the bell notification so you get a notification every time I drop a new video. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Ambra Brandt, and it is my passion to give you tips and tricks on mindset and tell you all the things about health and wellness. And today we are going to dive into something you may have heard of before. It's called the 5x55 method. Have you heard of this? Have you tried it before? Today I want to share with you what it is and why it might not be working for you. So let's jump right in. So the 5x55 method, you may have heard of this before. A lot of people have been talking about this. You've probably been seeing it pop up all over the place. If you're not familiar with it, the idea behind this method is that for 5 days, you write an affirmation 55 times a day. Okay, so that's where the 5x55 comes from. 5 days straight, every day you write the same statement 55 times a day. It's a short affirmation, okay? So for example, I'm so thankful and grateful now that I have $1,000 or whatever, okay? It can be anything, whatever you're working towards manifesting. The whole idea behind this is affirmations meeting journaling, okay? So that is the two tools that are being implemented in this method. I've personally experienced good results from this before, and then I've also had times where I did it and nothing happened. And I work with a lot of my coaching clients where some of them, they do this and it works really great, and then some of them get really frustrated because they try it and nothing happens. So why is that? Okay, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. The thing that makes this a good tool is the repetition involved. So if you know anything about mindset, retraining the subconscious mind, it's all about repetition, okay? Repetition is key in creating a new habit or changing the thought pattern of the subconscious mind. So if you become aware of the thoughts that are looping through your head constantly, we condition our minds by the thoughts that we think, okay? So one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself is become aware of the thoughts that you're having on a regular basis. What is the dominant thought pattern that's playing out for you in your mind over and over and over again? This method, 5x55, is creating a new thought pattern, and it's the repetition that is powerful in doing it every day for 5 days straight. Now, it doesn't always work for people because it's not just about writing it, okay? You can write something all day long, but if you don't truly believe it and there's no emotion behind it, then you're just writing on a piece of paper and you're just scribbling away for no reason, okay? So I feel like that's the missing key of why this doesn't work for people sometimes, is because they don't have the belief, they don't have the emotion behind it. It's just writing it out, okay? So if you're doing this and you're like, my hand hurts and this is not fun, and I kind of am annoyed by this, and it's just like taking forever, right? Having that attitude towards doing this is not, it's pointless, okay? So unless you're coming from a place of like, I'm excited about this, this feels really good. As I'm writing this, I know that I'm retraining my subconscious mind. I'm getting closer and closer to that which I desire. It's a totally different kind of energy that you're bringing to this method, right? Do you guys see the difference? So your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between true or false. The more often you say something to yourself, your subconscious mind, whether it's spoken word, whether it's repetitive writing, if you've watched one of my other videos about setting alarms on your phone, what you're doing is you're trying to convince your mind that this is actually possible, okay? Because a good place to start here, think about what you're wanting to attract, what it is you desire, okay? When you say that out loud, okay? So let's just, for example here, I want $1 million. As soon as you say that, there is something in your mind that is the thought pattern that tells you, like, the first negative thing that pops into your mind, like why you can't have it, right? That is a limiting belief that's coming up that's stopping you from achieving that. So as we're doing this work, whether it's the hypnotic writing through the 555, whether it's visualization, whether it's speaking affirmations out loud, all of these are just tools of retraining your mind to actually believe it's possible, okay? That is the secret sauce. You can do all of these things until you're blue in the face. You can do this 100 times a day. But if you don't believe it, then it's all in vain, okay? So that's the secret to this work, is the belief, the faith that it can actually happen, and just entertaining that idea and feeling that emotion within you. So it really is, you know, as you're doing this, the 5x55 is not a magic formula to get whatever you want, but rather it's about the repetition of reprogramming the subconscious mind. So if you're gonna try this, or if you have tried it, I would love to know. But if you are gonna try this, get into a good feeling state before you approach this method. And then make sure that while you're doing it, you're enjoying yourself and you're actually visualizing what it would feel like, okay? So here's another example. Maybe you are working to manifest your dream home, okay? As you're writing that out, I'm so thankful and grateful now that I have my dream home. You wanna be thinking about what it would feel like to get the keys to your dream home in your hand and walk up to your new home, and what it feels like to walk in the door and know that you live here. And everything that you desire around this thing is yours now. How does that feel to you? Feel it in your heart and your soul. How does it feel to you to walk in there and see the sunlight pouring through the windows and knowing where you're gonna put your things, visualizing your family, having dinner over in this area, how good and accomplished it feels that you did this, okay? That is what you're grasping for, okay? So whether you can accomplish that through hypnotic writing or visualization or speaking it out loud or making a dream board or however it is that you can create that feeling and that emotion connection, that is the golden ticket, okay? So if doing this method works for you, go for it. But if when you're doing it, you're frustrated with it, either step away from it or try a different modality. So you can even break this up. So you could do like 25 statements in the morning, 25 in the evening. But you should only be doing it if you're getting that good emotional feedback from yourself, that like it's starting to convince your subconscious mind that you can actually have this thing that you're working towards. So I hope that brought you some value. If you tried 555, let me know. If you're going to try it, I would love to cheer you on and support you on that. I love to just use a journal. Make sure that you have some quiet time. I always like to incorporate one of my essential oils. This is inspiration. So when I am doing this method, I like to do it during my morning routine, which is when the house is still quiet, I'm in a good feeling state. I take some time to visualize what it is I'm focusing on. I use my essential oil, so this is gonna make you feel inspired. And this is as easy as that is. Put a couple drops in your hands, rub it together. So this is gonna be at the frequency of inspiration. This combination of oils, you breathe it in. Get centered. Start focusing on what it is you are going to be writing about. Get a short, clear, precise, specific statement, and then let it flow, okay? Easy as that. So I'd love to know if this is a method that brings you value, but remember, it's all about the emotional feeling behind it, and you can reprogram your subconscious mind through repetition, okay? So it doesn't have to be this method. Sometimes it's a combination of a bunch of methods, or maybe you love writing, and this will be the thing that gets you right there. So thanks for stopping in and spending some time with me today. Thanks for being a part of my community. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.